What's up, YouTube? Get Fit fam. What's poppin', y'all? So today we gonna get into my personal 5 reasons why Carmelo Anthony is a slimy, grimy, lame. Let me start by saying, usually I would never do a video talking about celebrities. It's really just not my style or whatever. But I had wanted to mention Carmelo a while ago, man, months ago. I've been following his little situation with his wife. And the reason why I wanted to holler about it is because I've had some personal interactions with this fucking crab ass dude. So from a personal standpoint, I was, interested in talking about it. But yeah, as of lately, Lala has filed for divorce, and some of my favorite content creators have already jumped on him as it pertains to relationships and marriages, and basically the trend that we're seeing of high-profile celebrities getting divorce graped all over the damn place. So yeah, man, let's just jump into it. 5 reasons that I think Carmelo is basically a grimy piece of shit. So what we're gonna have to do is add some context to it and go down memory lane. So some of you sports fans might recall the year that he got drafted. Carmelo actually got drafted in 2003. Had a phenomenal freshman season. Won a whole bunch of shit, broke a whole bunch of records, all that good stuff. I think he was like the first college freshman to like lead the team in scoring or some shit like that, and he got him like their first championship. Whatever, I don't really care about all that, you know what I'm saying? Congrats to the man, he's an incredible athlete. But that's around the time where I was forced to interact with him. I'm gonna tell you why. So I was dating a chick at the time, probably like my first serious relationship. And I say that because we at one point were living together and engaged. So yeah, I was young, I was a young boy. She was in college. And the situation is, she actually went to high school with this dude. And at one point, her father was coaching him. Her father was the basketball coach. So don't be like all weird and go do a whole bunch of research and Googling and shit. None of that, none of the details are important. But the bottom line is, I was dating this chick. Carmelo had known her for years previously, went to school with her. Didn't ask her to prom, never asked her out, never expressed that he was interested because, he was a fucking lame. But all of a sudden, dude gets drafted to the NBA. And me and her are now in a committed relationship, living together. And now is when dude wants to reach out. He even had to go through her father to get her information. And at that time, Facebook was like becoming a thing, you know what I'm saying? So Facebook is how he first contacted her. And basically, he was coming at her like, I've always liked you and I had this big crush on you and I've always wanted you and all this other kind of shit. And I want to be with you, I want to see you, I want to take you out, I want to spoil you. And her response is like, yo, I have a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good, I got a man or whatever, but I'm happy for you, congratulations, you're in the NBA, good shit. I knew you could do it. That was the song she was singing. And then he started singing the song that I really don't like to hear from rappers and athletes. And it's basically, your man can't do for you what I can do for you. Now, these are the type of motherfuckers that I can't stand. Not because they're successful and got high status. I mean, that's awesome. But how is it that you can holler at this chick on some regular shit, but as soon as you get a big fat check, all of a sudden you got the balls and the courage to holler at a chick that you've known for the longest and never hollered at? That's whack. The next thing that's whack is dudes who are successful and popular and they go out of their way to be homewreckers. Like, what kind of insecurity do you have where you need the gratification that you could fuck somebody else's wife, baby mama, long-term girlfriend. Like, come on, bro. There's a difference between a chick that's pursuing a dude and she's already got a man, but she's steady pursuing some other dude. That's completely different. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that situation plenty of times. It's like, listen, I don't give a fuck about your man. I don't know the dude. I don't care. That's between you and him. You made that commitment to him. You know what I'm saying? If you want to cheat on your man, whatever, so be it. That's one thing. That's not the same as guys that go out of their way to holler at chicks, and the girl tells them, listen, I got a man, I'm in a relationship, and the dude turns it up. Oh, no, let me do this for you, let me do that for you. Basically, using your resources to convince a chick to cheat on her man or to leave her man. And on top of that, majority of the times when dudes do that, they have no intention of wifing this chick up. They have no intention of giving her the level of commitment that this other dude was given. They just want to fucking be a homewrecker. They just want to be able to say, have my dick down your baby mama's throat, or I'm fucking your wife, send her back to you, and all this other kind of bullshit. It's like, dude, well, why are you going out of your way to fuck up somebody else's relationship? Why don't you just get another girl? There's plenty of girls out here. They're all over the damn place. There's plenty of single girls. And if you got that status, you shouldn't have a problem getting another broad. So anyway, let's go back to my story with Carmelo. So this dude kept on reaching out to her, kept messaging her on Facebook, all this kind of stuff. So here's the thing, my girl was fully transparent with me. He wasn't the only celeb that was trying to holler. She was actually an intern at a record label at Koch. And Jim Jones and all those Dipset motherfuckers was constantly trying to holler at her. Shorty was a model, she was bad. You know what I'm saying? I got good taste. But she also grew up with a mother and father that was married her entire life, raised her and her 3 siblings. She had loyalty, you know what I'm saying? And she wasn't a gold digger. She wasn't concerned with money and shit like that. In fact, she was actually turned off and disgusted by guys that thought that they were entitled to having her or sleeping with her simply because of material, you know what I'm saying, status and shit like that. She was really offended by that when guys would think, oh, I got a Bentley, so you gotta fuck with me, all right? So that's the type of mindset that she had. So she was fully transparent with me. She would show me all the messages. She would come to tell me. I never had to go through any of her stuff. She would always come and tell me when other dudes was trying to holler. And basically, I wasn't insecure at all. So when I saw this Carmelo thing was like, you know, he was so persistent, I said, you know what? Go ahead and give this dude the number. Go ahead and give him your number, tell him to call. So he calls, you know what I'm saying? So I answer the phone. So he acted stuck for a minute because he's like, I was like, yeah, man, you know, you say you calling for, I'm not gonna say her name, but you know, you calling for Shorty? Well, you know what I'm saying, I'm her man. So he's like, oh, hey, what's up? I was like, yo, what's up? You know exactly what's up, bro. You steady telling my girl you could do more for her than me, you know what I'm saying, and all this other bullshit. So let me start off by saying, you know, congratulations, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna do big things, you know what I'm saying, for the Nuggets. Happy for you. But here's the thing, homeboy. I'm gonna tell you one thing that I could do for my girl that you couldn't do. That's have the motherfucking balls, you know what I'm saying, and the confidence to simply ask her out. Your lame ass couldn't do that for 4 years of high school. Your lame ass couldn't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So now that you got yourself a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying, you think you got the balls to come at my chick, and that's cool, that's fine. But let me explain something to you. You can have pretty much any girl you want, but apparently you can't have mine. So I'd like to thank you for all the gifts that you've been sending. I've sold them all, you know what I'm saying, on the block. Made some nice little cash, so I appreciate that. But you know what I'm saying, it's just not gonna happen, homeboy, so you might as well not call here or message here again. And the motherfucker's a straight punk, you know what I'm saying? He tried to cop a plea and all this other shit like it was something else, but that's also super whack. So that right there is reason number 1 and number 2 that I think Carmelo is a slimy, grimy lame. Number 1, because he's trying to intentionally be a fucking homewrecker. That shit's whack. Number 2, this motherfucker had an NBA contract, but still couldn't take my chick. That's fucking crazy. Right? So moving on. Reason number 3, you know what I'm saying, is that this motherfucker had an opportunity to get up off the Knicks and go to another team that had much better chances of winning a championship. But he stayed in New York. He claims he stayed in New York for the money. But the word on the street through the grapevine is he stayed in New York so that Lala could stay on power, right? So that's fucking lame, bro. You giving up career opportunities to go down, you know what I'm saying, as a champion and have a championship ring so that your wife can make a fraction of the money that you're making. Okay, this guy was making 26, 27 million a year, and you mean to tell me you're gonna give up an opportunity to play for a better team so that your girl can have a supporting role on a fucking TV show? So that's the third fucking reason why he's a goddamn lame. Which brings me to the fourth reason why he's a fucking lame. Because your wife not only was on Power, but she was on Power doing nude scenes, embarrassing you and your children. Now explain to me why your wife needs to go show herself naked on a TV show when you making a ridiculous amount of money. Like you're making multi-millions a year. Why does your woman need to expose herself to the world on a TV show? She's not even a fucking star of the TV show. She's not even like a guaranteed reoccurring character. And she gotta show herself naked for those motherfucking peanuts in comparison to what this dude is already bringing in. To be honest with you, she shouldn't even be working at all. That bitch should be doing charity work. She should be a philanthropist. She should be donating her time. Like, what the fuck? So that's about the fourth motherfucking reason why I think he's a stupid lame. Now